Well, I just added Jason. I don't know. There he is. Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Monica. Yeah, we'll see you later. I know you're on your way, right? Hi, Mary. How are you? Is Vaughn's on here? She must be. Triple's on here. Hi. Vaughn's. Hi. How are you? Nice to see you. Elmo. Finally made it to a chat. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Claudia. Hi. How are you? Claudia's from Germany. And it's late there. And I said hi to Mary. So Jason and I, Vicky's here too. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, she was at our meetup in Reno. I'll tell you guys, I don't know about you, Jason. The food wasn't terrible. I just felt we got what we paid for. It really wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad either. It was just mediocre. How did you feel about it?
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely it was good food. But it wasn't.
Hi, Iris.
It was very reasonable, reasonably priced. So
What did you have? Is what they're asking.
I
Hi,
had
Caroline.
I had the ribeye steak with the loaded potato and roasted vegetables.
I had what did I have? Benedict, no, Benedict, what? Not Benedict Arnold. What did I have? Vaughn's, what did I have? I had the same thing as Vaughn's. What did you have, Vaughn's? Not Benedict Arnold, but ex-Benedict, I think is what I had. They called it some cute name or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I got 2 appetizers, sweet and sour chicken nuggets, some kind of that, and some stuffed potatoes. So, okay, everything's going really fast. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, Vicky. Yeah, you and I talked about that. Yeah. Vicky, what I didn't ask you was later on, how was that waffle you had? The nachos we had were delicious. We went to another place afterwards, guys. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I didn't eat the hash browns. I didn't eat one of them. The eggs on the toast was enough. Hi, Trish. I got to call and talk to you. Texas Benny, I think, Vicky. I think it was called Texas Benny or something like that. Do you remember one? We had prime rib. I didn't have prime rib. No. Did I? Oh, maybe I did. Well, the prime was all cut up on the egg, right, Fons? Close to egg baked. Okay. Okay. The waffle was very tasty. Yeah. I think because we left there. Well, we had we had a gift thing, and then there's a bunch of us. We went out to gamble. That was kind of a podunk little place. I wouldn't spend my money there gambling. That's for sure. We all got just kind of bored with it. Texas. I'm not sure what you're saying. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Sherry. I'm not sure what some people say, so I'm not going to repeat it because I don't know what they're saying. And Sarah's here. Sherry's here. So then we left there and we went, we wanted to find parking. We ended up parking for the night in the Circus outside lot. Well, we'll tell you about that, Vicky. Vicky, you had as much noise as I did. You were right there with me. Mel's attitude. Hi, Mel. So we went up to where were we at? Not the Mediterranean. Midway.
Circus. Oh, Midway. Yeah.
Midway at Circus. We went upstairs. Of course, it was Cinco de Mayo celebrations everywhere.
Yeah.
And we went to a restaurant and all that. It was empty. The place had nobody in it and they had some booths. So Vaughn's went up and was it Vaughn's? I don't remember. I get confused. Today I'm having a bad day. My memory's lousy. We tried to get a booth, and the first thing this lady said to me, she's kind of rude. I had my walker, and I was standing in the exit Well, there's nobody to exit. So I didn't think it was any harm. Otherwise, I had to walk around, go rope, and I just thought I could go in that way. It was a bigger entrance for me. So she made a comment, and then she told us, well, we couldn't have a booth. She didn't think it was open, and she said, oh, I'll check it. Then she came back and she goes, okay, well, I can seat you. Then we get in there. Honestly, guys, when I lose it, I lose it. We get in there and she takes us to a table and she starts to seat us at the table. And she goes, well, there's no place for her walker. Well, if there's no place for my walker at the booth, there's no place for my walker at the table. They didn't have a soul in there. There was nobody in there. You couldn't put us at a booth. And I just lost it. I went, nah, I'm done. I'm not staying here. Nope, nope. And I just turned around and walked right out. I think Vicky and Vons were like, oh my gosh. That was rude. She was just rude. Don't tell me you don't have a place for my walker. You do by a table, but not by a booth. I mean, what the heck? So then we called Jason. Yeah, she did give us crap for standing where we were. Yes, she does. So then I called Jason. Jason goes, where are you guys at? And I told him. He showed up and he walked up, I don't know. What did you say to them, Jason? You told me, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I basically said, so we looked I looked in this restaurant, and there's like, they've got like 40 tables and 3 people at these 40 tables, including booths, and nobody had any booths. And I go, hey, my mom tried to get a booth in here, and you guys are telling her there's no
My
place for the
Lord.
walker. And I basically told him, I said, you can put the walker wherever you guys want to. You can put it in the back, and it won't be in the way. But and then the lady just, oh no, there was it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, right. She understand perfectly. She had an attitude.
No,
So
she definitely had an attitude, but I got it squared away.
yeah, he finally convinced me to go in because I was pretty mad. I wasn't going to give them a nickel. Then it was Vons and Vicky and Jason and me, and we sat there. Chris didn't feel well, so she went home early. Brenda and Patrick just disappeared. We were all gambling, and then I guess they left early. So it was just us 4. And we were there like almost 3 hours, huh?
Yeah,
We had drinks and
yeah,
waffles, and Ricky had a
nachos,
waffle and nachos.
nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, Vaughn. So you thought it was, you know what, Vons? You slept better than I did. I thought it was loud all night. I don't know why. Yeah, Vicky, it was a BS. There was no misunderstanding. She was just trying to, because now we had Jason, and Jason wasn't going to put up with her.
No.
I brought my ammunition, Jason. She thought she could get past 3 little old ladies, but not Jason.
Oh no.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
How are you? Yeah. And so I really enjoyed that too. We all got to talk a little bit better. It was quiet, and we all sitting close. Before we were in a long table. It's kind of hard. Jason's at one end. I'm at one end. I think we should have sat in the middle, Jason, and then everybody could walk around, across from each other. But neither
Yeah.
here nor there. You know, I didn't think we knew what time it was, and when we got to our cars, it was 10 o'clock from what Vicky said. So it was pretty noisy. Everybody was mariachi bands were everywhere, and you know how noisy it is in a casino. I forgot. Pretty noisy, pretty noisy. And I don't think anybody lost a lot of money. I hope not. Um, I lost all but $30 of Jason's money. Jason gave me money. I had $30 left. So yeah. Well, what did you think, Jason? What was a highlight? Was there a highlight
I would say
for you?
probably even though it wasn't that last place where we had drinks and we were able just to talk. That's what I was the highlight for me. I mean, of course, meeting all your subscriber was fun and all
Well,
that,
some of
but
them are yours too.
yeah,
Some of
no,
them are
no, yeah,
yours too. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that would have been my highlight.
Hi,
And
Ninja.
Oh, Vicky, you won 33.50, huh? Okay.
Did you, Vicky?
I didn't win squat.
No, I was up 40. I was up 40 at one point, and then I got on a machine. It just took everything. I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah. Last time I had a rude waitress, I gave her a small tip. She came back to the table in front of my guest asking why she
Then
sent her more.
probably tip. Probably meant why
Tip her
she.
more. Yeah, tip her more. She got
Yeah.
an earful. Good, good. There's where I see Vicky.
So that wasn't actually the
Teresa.
waitress. It was the hostess who seats
Hostess,
you.
yeah.
The person at the very front where they seat you. So she wasn't
Little
the
squat
actual
blonde
waitress.
lady.
Yeah. So
Teresa's well, Teresa, thank you for coming by. You're traveling? That's fine. Yeah. After I went back and claimed the 20 I had left on a machine. Oh yeah, Vicky. I guess Vicky doesn't gamble. She didn't realize that when she put her card in, she thought that the 20 she had on the machine was loaded on the card. So she walked away and left her receipt there. And when she came to us, I go, what's loaded on the card? The 20. I go, no, you get a receipt. She had no idea. She went back and someone had put it above the machine, right? So she had her
oh,
20 receipt. They were very kind. They put it up and there it was. So somebody was pretty honest about that. So yeah. Yeah, Vicky, when we were at that, our waitress was very nice. It was that little blonde thing up front. And she
yeah.
wasn't young. She had to be in her 50s. She wasn't no young girl. She was middle-aged. Whatever. Maybe she was having a bad night. So so yeah, and then was rain. But what, did you guys think it was very cold? I didn't consider it very cold. It did work out, Vicky. Yeah. It did. Yeah. She wasn't a senior, Mike. Don't blame seniors. Don't even talk about seniors on this. She was a middle age, like your age, Mike. Yeah. Vaughn said she missed you. So it was it. I wished I could have talked to Chris a little bit longer. She was very, very sweet, very nice. There's a picture of her on my post, I think. I forgot selfies. Who was it? Was it Vicky or you, Vaughn? I think it was Vicky said, let's do a selfie. Oh, I wouldn't have got anything, honestly. Yeah, I'm just, my van was 51 degrees in the morning. Okay. That explains everything. My generation don't get crap about squat. Yeah, that's right, Mike. Yeah. Explains the whole life. Your video about the hand lotion and the chicken. Oh, guys, when I got home, I didn't sleep hardly at all that night. And Vicky, not Vicky, Vaughn's, I heard you when you left at like 5:30 in the morning. When I got home, I slept all that day. And then I decided I was going to cook some chicken. And I had seen this jar, I kept seeing it, thinking it was lard. Really, because I have lard in some jars. And I thought, that's just a short jar. I'm gonna use that for my fried chicken. And I thought it when I opened it, it smelled kind of funny. And then I put it in the pan, and when the spoon went past me, I got another smell. I'm like, I think this is hand lotion. And I fingered it, and yeah, it was hand lotion. I went, oh my gosh, I was gonna fry my fried chicken in that. That was the silliest thing. I haven't done something like that serious. Yeah, I left the next morning. We all left the next day. Yeah. Brenda and Chris live there, but the rest of us left. Well, Vaughn's had what was it? Vicky had 12 hours trip and Vaughn's had an 8 or 10-hour trip. So, and I just had 2.5 hours. Must keep you, your chicken moisturized.
moisturize.
Yeah. 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 I was I'm glad I smelled it because the hand lotion smelled. It was scented. Or I would have just started cooking my chicken in it. If it had no smell, but I smelled it. That's how I knew it was hand cream. That'd have been something else. Someone said, don't poison yourself. Well, I don't have anything in here. I don't think hand lotion would poison me because you can put it on your skin. But I doubt that it would have tasted very good, to be honest with you. But I thought, oh, I better show this one. This one's really dumb. This is a dumb senior moment. So did you win anything at all, Jason, or you just went back to bed?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
no, I went to bed. I literally left maybe 5 minutes after you guys left and just went to bed. I don't like losing money.
Have you ever been to Brisbane, Arizona? I don't know. I don't know. If it's on a main freeway, I might have passed through it. I don't know. Coconut oil for the win. Well, I don't know what kind of hand lotion it was, Iris. Yeah, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny that I would have a senior moment like that. And our trip home, lots of rain. Well, I'd say about 20 minutes worth of rain, and then we got over the mountain and just sunshine, which was great. Yeah, wasn't wasn't crowded. It wasn't a bad trip. Of course, I think we all left at good times. I left at 7:30. Vons and Jason both left at about 5:30. I don't know what time you left, Vicky. Did you hit much traffic? I know you were going to stop midway. Vicky was up there visiting a nephew, I think. I'm in Wisconsin. Love to listen to you. Found you a few weeks ago and watching videos every day. You're talking about the lard. I laughed hard at that. JJ. Hi, JJ. Well, welcome and thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for subscribing and watching us. Sometimes I'm not that interesting. I'm just talking. I'm a talking head. Um, it sounds like it was, yeah, I think it was successful. Um, there were two people, Patty Whack woke up sick. Hi. Hi, Trish. Oh, well, Marley, I picked her up yesterday morning. Trish is asking me how the boarding school did. Let's see. Your story has come up on a couple of other channels, a bit of drama. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind reposting my contact. No. But if you're going to use what YouTube tells us is if you take a clip from someone else, you're supposed to acknowledge them. And because you're getting paid on your videos and that's their information, so they need to be paid as well. I don't understand all of it because I'm scared of clips because you can get a copyright on it if you don't do it appropriately. And I don't understand all of it, but I feel like when I saw it, she used my picture.
I don't know if I'm frozen. I know mom is frozen. Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, I can entertain you guys. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Hers disappeared. I don't know. Her whole side just disappeared. Uh, well, and this isn't even my live. I don't know how, I don't know how you guys are still hearing me. All right. Well, I don't know if she's gonna be able to get back on or okay. What's the name of your channel? The name of my channel is JMO and TJ's. JAYMO and spell and TJ apostrophe S. What is that bit of faith on the right? But yeah, that ribeye was good. That thing was super big. I've never cooked one that big, so I don't think they're gonna sell well. They're way too expensive.